Hey, Zach, I know you're not from Eastern Canada, but you're from Western Canada, but still, this is the Montreal Canadiens. Is there a little extra juice to this series being a Canadian kid to play the Montreal Canadiens in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
Yeah, I think for sure. I mean, any Canadian kid dreams of playing against the Habs, regular season or playoffs. But I think playoffs just intensifies it that much more. And I know this stadium's going to be electric, and the Bell Center's going to be electric. So it's going to be a pretty cool series.
Hey, Zach, I was curious what you were able to gain from playing against the Habs this year and knowing this kind of style of play that they play and how many other maybe rabble-rousers they've got on their team as well to kind of deal with.
Yeah, I mean they're obviously a good squad. Their top line's really good. They got a few mobile defensemen that are threats, and something that we're going to be watching out for. And yeah, they got a couple guys that like to play on the edge, and I think it's going to be a fun series that way. And yeah, no, we know what to expect from them, and we're going to try and play our game the best as we can.
Hey, Zach. I don't know to what extent growing up in BC, at the size that you play at, watching Brendan Gallagher, if that had any influence on you as a younger player. And so if it did, what was that influence, or how did you kind of look at him, and did you model your game after him to any extent, and to face him now in a playoff series, what that would mean to you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I remember as a young kid going to the rink and watching a few of those guys skate in the summer, and obviously I love the way he played, love the way he plays still, and obviously he's a guy that likes to get under other teams' skin. Just the way he plays a hard-nosed style, and good on the forecheck, can make plays. So definitely a guy that I looked up to growing up.
Zach, I asked Lindy if there's something he counsels you in, being a young player, with being, an agitator, that type of thing. And he said, you know what? He knows what he's doing. He goes, I only had to say one thing to him. It was last year. He said the penalties that he felt, you went too far a couple times. How did you get that out of your game? Because it hardly ever happens now. He says the only thing really that I need to talk to him about. How did you get that out of your game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's learning. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to learn in this league, and I think that's one of them. It's fine to play on the edge, but you just can't cross that line. And I think I've been doing a good job of that this year of either drawing a penalty or taking a guy with me at least. And I think just picking your moments and being smart about it is probably the biggest thing.